Okay, welcome back. This is Malikos and you're watching episode 19 of the Manufactory. Okay, so first things, I don't know if you noticed last episode, but I did have an extra ender pouch or two in my stash. Firstly, I made a purple ender pouch just to store all my various different soul shards. They don't stack and they do take up quite a lot of space, so I figured I'd do that. The other thing I did was I made an ender pouch for our black sorting input chest. Right now, of course, it's full of stone and it's actually clogging our sorting system. So that's something I want to fix actually right now. So what I need to do first is make another ender chest. And in this case, I am going to color it dark gray. So I need some bone meal and I need some ink. Not that much, obviously, but enough. And I believe if I do, that will get me gray. And what's dark gray? How do I make dark gray? I thought I knew, but I guess I don't. Gray wool. Or maybe it's a light gray. Okay, so there's gray and light gray. All right, so we're going to use gray, and we need a couple of these. We'll make some gray wool. We need one of those, but we need more gray dye. In this case, we only need two more. There we go. And of course, the recipe for an ender chest we know and love. And in fact, I was just in my blaze spawner just a minute ago collecting more blaze rods because you know you can never have enough blaze rods, so we need an eye of ender and we need a chest. We've got some chests over here. Do I? Yes I do, I have one. Excellent. And what else do we need? And we also need some obsidian. And I'm really running low up on obsidian. Do I have any wood? No, I don't have any wood. I cannot believe I don't have any wood. Well, let's fix that. Easiest way to get wood, we've got some bone meal. Yeah. Got some bone meal. Let's get our jungle trees. And where's our axe? Our axe is in our bag. No, not in our bag? Really? Ah, there it is. It's in the wrong spot. Go out here, and as usual, plant some trees. Yes, no. What is so wrong about this? Oh, I know what it is. They're probably too close. Let's go somewhere else then. There we go, there's our big jungle tree. Chopping down the jungle tree. That didn't give us very much wood, did it? Oh, odd. Alright, let's pick a better spot. Pain in the ass with jungle trees. There we go, there's a jungle tree. And down she comes, and look at all that wood. Alright. Easiest thing to do to get obsidian, just get some standard logs. And oops, don't want to go down there. And use your minium stone. And we just put the logs like that. And we should get our obsidian. But the reason we don't is because of that bug. So I'll be right back and we'll get that fixed. Okay, here we are back again. All you have to do to clear up that bug with the recipe not showing is just simply unload and reload the game. The other thing I wanted to show you guys though is the kind of a cool, neat effect that fabricators have on the top when they craft. As you know, fabricators can use any inventory, but what's really cool is there you can see it crafting right there. That's pretty cool. So there's our obsidian, let's go over and make our ender chest. Bingo, bango, bungo, 1 gray ender chest. So what I want to do is down here. Now, one of the things you'll notice, turn the light off. Yes, we got rid of our wrath lamps. Wrath lamps were presenting a big lag problem. We had wrath lamps, as you recall, all the way around here. And up on the ceiling, it was causing all kinds of overlapping shadow effects and really bizarre stuff. So I got rid of them, and I'm not going to use them. So unfortunately, it does mean torches or some other kind of lighting effect, and even torches get this really weird lag effect with such large areas, which is really kind of annoying. So anyways, we're down here by our stone generator, because what I want to do is I want to replace this ender chest with the gray one instead. And so now the black one's full of stone already. I really don't want to, and you can barely see the color difference. This is gray, that's black. So we're going to recolor this one as gray, gray, gray. And now you'll see it's empty. I don't know why the tree went in there. But what I will do now is I will, oops, that's not cool. I don't want to do that. I'll take one of these upstairs. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to load all of the stone from this black ender chest into the gray ender chest. Just because I can. There we go, it's fully loaded. And at the same time, we're going to unclog our sorting system of stone. And there we go, done. Just because I can, I'll convert all the stone into stone brick. I'm also now using this chest as all of our crafted block chest. So as you can see, it's got quite a number of crafted blocks. We also have quite a lot of metal, so we're good. So now I will go downstairs here, and we can now replace this gray ender chest and put it, oh god darn it, you really need to be careful with the claws. And unfortunately those grass blocks aren't going to come back. So we're going to put the gray chest right here for now. And that'll give us a good stone supply. The other chest we're going to leave in our inventory for now. And now we're going to take a look at our to-do list and find out what we have to do. Well, we really need to look at, I don't know, what do you guys want me to do? Do you want me to explore dungeons? I mean, there's lots of stuff we could find. But we really need a power system upgrade, and I think that means getting into liquid storage. So why don't we, probably the best thing to do is to start off with water and lava storage. Water storage, not a big deal. Lava storage, big deal, because that'll give us energy. But having said that, I'm not sure what kind of power system upgrade I want. Do I want to go just with more lava generation? Do I want to go nuclear? Do I want to go... I do eventually want to go solar, but the solar really requires a lot of power to make the materials necessary, so I think we really need to go nuclear. But I have a feeling that means I need a mining machine, so I am not sure. Well, the mining machine's going to need energy, and the energy's going to need lava. So let's go with some liquid storage, and we'll expand our thermal generation of energy, and we'll create an engine, and it's going to be awesome, wicked cool. You will see. So I will be right back with some materials, to create a really good liquid storage system. Okay, we're back, and I just realized I need to go to the Nether. And the reason I need to go to the Nether is I need way more glowstone than I have. I only have 12 glowstone. That is not enough, because what we want to create is we want to create some inverted orange XyCraft lights to use for our tanks, and as you can see, they require glowstone. Really annoying. So, first thing I'm going to do is actually, since I am at 30 levels of XP, is I thought I'd come on camera and enchant a vile sword, and let's hope beyond hope that we get a soul stealer enchant. And we did. Look at that. Soul Stealer 4. That is just amazing beyond belief. So we're going to go to the Nether and we're going to do some massive devastation. And one of the things I want to get, first off, is I want to get our Blaze Soul Shard. And maybe we probably... No. Well, we do have 4 more extra soul shards, so we'll need those as well. And we should probably bring some nether stone with us as well. And so I'm going to go into the Nether, and we're going to go kill some stuff. The Nether, where's my blade spawner? Alright, so we're really looking for glowstone. But thankfully, anything we kill is also going to be really useful. I really should turn on night vision. Oh, so nice having night vision in the Nether. Can I actually, like, get out into the Nether sphere that is our cave? I should turn jumping on as well, probably. Yeah. Having backpacks on, so useful. So useful having flight and night vision. As you can see, the night vision is actually kind of cool. It makes the Nether look all red and nasty and evil. But definitely having both magnet mode, which I know it's a little cheaty. There is actually an item that I could get to give me that, so I don't think it's that cheaty. Anyways, I'm going to harvest some glowstone, and we'll be right back. And if you're wondering why I had an ender pouch for my black sorting chest, this is why. My inventory is full, but as long as I'm careful with what I put in other words, just the things I know get sorted, I will be good. I know coal will get sorted, but the rest of this stuff will stay. So, continuing on. Okay, so we're back. Let's see what we can whip up here. Unfortunately, our sorting system did get clogged up a bit, as you can see. I'm kind of curious as to what clogged it up. Nether coal ore. Yes, that's right. Of course. There is a large amount of new ores in the Nether. Nether coal ore being one of them. Let's see what we can use this for. How do we cook this up? Smelt it or power furnace it? I'll throw it in our power furnace. What's kind of cool is actually it gives you the coal blocks, which is kind of interesting. So we'll just get those. So if you, oh no, it gives us coal dust instead. Never mind. And thorium dust. Now, thorium dust is one of those really interesting things. It can be used to eventually make, I believe, yeah, thorium ingots, which eventually can be used to make thorium cells. And thorium cells, if you're not sure, go into a thorium reactor to produce energy. So we might actually, one thing that might be cool to do might be to build a mining machine in the Nether. That would be really neat. Kill all those nasty Nether creatures out there, blah. Anyways, as promised, let's see what we got. We got 14 stacks of glowstone. Great. And we got, I also mined up some soul sand because we were running low on that. And yeah, that's about it. also killed a wither skeleton or 2. I get 5 kills for every kill using this sword. So I'm going to make sure I don't use up this sword. We're going to start repairing that one because that one's a really good one. We also killed a bunch of blazes, a bunch of ghasts, and boy, I tell you, that's really easy with being able to fly. So much easier to kill them. Some zombie pigments and some skeletons. It would be really nice to get this wither skeleton up and running because then we could farm wither bosses. And that would be pretty cool because there's a couple things that would be really nice. Oh, yes, that's the other thing we found. We found a beehive in the nether and got ourselves an embittered princess. So let me clean up my inventory and I will be right back with some materials we need to make a nice big lava tank. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to create what's known as a XyCraft liquid tank. Now these tanks are multi-block structures. You can use any block to make them, and then there's a couple of XyCraft blocks that act as liquid gates to allow the liquid in and also to form the multi-block structure. But first, the sizes. The size of the XyCraft tank can range from anywhere from, I think, 3 by 3 by 4 high to all the way up to 12 by 12 by 12 high. Now obviously, if you're going to do anything with me, it's go big or go home. So we're going to make at least one of these giant 12 by 12 by 12 tanks. And we're going to use a combination of glass viewers and XyCraft lighted blocks to do it. So one of the first things I'm going to do is make the glass viewers. Now, I have no sand. I have like 0 sand. And in fact, I don't even know where this marble came from. Or in fact this dirt came from, because that is supposed to be sand. So I have no sand. And I have no glass. So how do we make glass? And in fact we need 10 stacks of glass viewers. Now I've already made 1 stack. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You may wonder, why, Malacosa, are you getting cobblestone? Well, here's what we're going to do, and I love fabricators for this. First, we're going to turn the cobblestone into grass, and then we're going to turn the grass into sand, and then we're going to turn the sand into glass, and then we're going to turn the glass into glass viewers. Check this out for automation. This is cool. Look at that. Isn't that just amazing? It's just going along here and crafting, using the medium stones to do some of it. And sure enough, there's all of our glass blocks, and it's creating them 8 at a time. And look at that. Look at that. That's just truly spectacular. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. I have a feeling one of my minium stones ran out, or actually I ran out of iron. So one of the things is I am using my project tables just as storage. So there's the coal for this recipe, and this one is holding the iron for the other recipe. So there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a bit. Let's throw some more in. There we go. This is also how I was getting grass in a couple of previous episodes. So yes, no cheating. And so there we go, a whole bunch of glass spheres. Let's put them in the chest here. Gotta like that. I might even make some more. And then I will be right back with the next couple of things we need. Okay, we're back, and I've reconfigured another couple of our fabricators to basically make, well, inverted orange zycordite lights. Now again, we can use any block to create our tank. I've decided on these because, well, they just look freaking cool when you put them down. Check this out. They light up, and I mean, you can't tell, it's kind of dark out. Of course, this place is completely lit up, but they light up and they have this cool visual effect, which is kind of cool. So to make them, where are we here? Basically, this is the recipe. You just need any XyCraft bars. Now these are made just very simply by taking your red zirconium and smelting it up. And I did that over in our smelting area. And so right now, all we need to do is plop in some glowstone dust. And bingo, bango, bungo. There's 2 stacks of that. So we're going to take this downstairs, and we're going to craft a tank. Now, actually, you can probably see it really cool down here. Here we go. There. Lights up all nice, and look at that. It kind of glows. It's pretty cool. All right, so where are we going to put these? I did say that we were going to use, darn it, jetpack's on, this area here, this quadrant, as our tank storage. So probably, oh, hello, Mr. Slime. Ooh, that would be a good use for our sword. I probably should put a floor in, like this one, and do our tanks thusly. So, let me do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so we're back. I just came back from the nether to get more blaze rods, because for this build, we're going to need some ender tanks. So I'm going to make 4 more ender tanks. I've also got a good supply of glass viewers, in this case about 600 of them, and a good supply of inverted orange XyCraft lights, 2 full stacks, and I also made some valves. Now you'll need valves because those are the blocks that trigger the creation of a XyCraft tank. They're made by iron bars surrounding a bucket along with blue engineering blocks. Now it doesn't matter what color of engineering block you do. I do blue for other reasons. But basically the engineering blocks are just blue XyCraft, stone bricks, and redstone. We'll get you 4 of them. And so we're going to have 8 valves and a total of 4 ender tanks. So that's all we need. Now the other thing, I did actually accidentally break my really awesome sword. So I stayed in the nether and got another 30 levels of XP. And I'm kind of hoping, yeah, Soul Stealer 3. Not bad, but not as good. I really wish I was smart enough to keep up with the durability. Having repair would be really good. Now, we're down here in our factory, and as you can see, I've set up a nice grid for our tank. Now, I'm not sure which one of these 9 areas I'm going to use for lava. The 3 main liquids, well, the 2 main liquids for vanilla are obviously lava and water, but I'm also interested in producing steam, and it would be nice to collect some oil and produce that into fuel. And all 5 of those liquids should have really big tanks. So that's 5 areas, leaving another 4. So I will be right back once I figure out where I'm going to put the lava. So we're back, and I figured I'd put the lava over here in the corner. We're going to put steam right here, or put water right here, and then we'll have places for biofuel, creosote oil, and seed oil. I'm not quite sure what this one's going to be. We'll have to see. But then we'll also have places for oil and fuel as well. So let's get started here crafting our first tank. Now I decided that I figured having 3 spaces on top of the tank would be enough, and I did measure this. Having it perfectly like this would take it all the way to the ceiling if I extended it up. So 1, 2, 3 should be down. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go 12 up here, so that's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 12 high. It's going to be 12 wide. And I'll be right back once I've finished that cube. Okay, so we've built the shell of our tank. Now this requires, for the largest tank, which is 12 by 12 by 12, it requires a total of 2 stacks of bricks. They can be any type of brick as long as they're solid. In this case, I've picked these really nice orange XyCraft bricks, inverted of course, and they do light up the area quite significantly, as you can see. God, I really hate those artifacts. And we'll turn our lighting back on. The other thing I've done is I've configured our filler to fill up all the sides. So let's go in and look at this, and all we need to do is move this brick over to here and check this out. There goes our sides. Pretty cool. Making a tank. And there's the ceiling. And we're done. And it used up exactly the right amount of bricks. Huh, I must have done it perfectly. Alright, so now we need our valves and our ender tanks. Now, in this case, for filling the tank, it's always best to put your valves either on top or on the very topmost side brick, which would be this level. The way valves work is they can only access liquid up to and including their level. If filling, well, filling they can fill from anywhere, but draining is another story. They can only drain basically anything above their level. So, or their level or equal to. So I'm just going to put in some of these valves. It doesn't matter how many of these you actually put in. I believe it's the one you click on that saves the data, so just be aware of that. It is the valves that save the data, and it's entirely possible they all save it. So now all you have to do is right click, and you'll get these really weird strange lines, and that'll tell you the tank is now a valid tank. What could prevent this is that there's either mobs, entities, or blocks inside your tank. Wrath lamps really cause a problem with this because the wrath lamp blocks are invisible, so just be aware of that. And now if you right click on the tank anywhere, you'll notice it's now a multi-tank. This interface you can use for either getting liquids or putting liquids in using various containers. And here's our liquid storage, and you can see it can store 16 million millibuckets, or in this case 16,000 buckets of lava. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put my 4 ender tanks. I'm using 4. I have a feeling the more ender tanks you use, the quicker it'll fill up, but I could be mistaken. I just like doing it just because I'm anal. And all I'm going to do is hit this, and you can see it already starting to fill up, and I'm only going to use 2 right now. Let's see how fast it is. It's pretty fast. Let's see if we actually make it faster by hitting one of these. Something tells me it's probably not, and that's because the ender tanks, it's definitely filling as fast as it can, let's just say. So it is doing a large number of buckets per second. 1,002. I'd say about a bucket every second, which makes sense because that's what our pump is doing. And on that note, let's just collect our filler. Thank you. And I have to get my, oh, not that one. Thank you. Darn it. Yeah, that's what I want. And where did my wrench go? Oh well, let's ignore that. Anyways, I will be right back. My mouse has just died on me. Okay, I'm back, and we're underneath our tank here because one of the things I wanted to talk about is how to drain them. Again, you're going to use valves, but in this case we need to install the valve. Now don't worry about breaking blocks for the tank. You will lose the liquid, but the liquid is stored in the valves, and all you need to do is reactivate the tank, and there's your liquid back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just install 4 exit valves right here, and that's where we'll drain the liquid out. And probably what I'm going to do is this platform right above me, we're going to drain out, and we're going to supply geothermal engines right there. So that's what we'll be doing. Now the other thing to note is XyCraft tanks can share borders. Also, if that border were to have a valve in it, the valve is part of both tanks and will equally distribute liquid between the 2 tanks if it's a compatible liquid. So one of the nice things is although this can store 16,000 buckets of lava, and we're already up to almost 400 buckets. If I wanted to expand, I could put another tank on here, and that would be, again, 12 by 12, but only 11 high because this row of blocks would count. I would move these ender tanks to on top of that tank, and then these valves would drain the liquid from the top tank into the bottom tank, which is why we're draining from the very bottom of the bottommost tank. And we would fill from the top of the tank above this, and it would all just magically work. So that is really cool. If you were to try the same thing using Railcraft tanks or Buildcraft tanks, you just don't get that kind of flexibility with the size, and you would have to have some machines to do the transfer of liquids and the equalize it. In fact, I don't even think you could equalize the liquid level between tanks. So this is going to make storage of lava really good. I've spaced it so that I can put another 2 tanks above this one for a total of 48,000 buckets, which I think is going to be well more than enough. But let's go back into the Nether and let's see how bad we're draining the liquid out of the Nether. Where are we? We want to go to our lava facility. Yes, of course. So here we are in our lava facility, and there's the glass door I broke in. Oh my god, look at that. Look at how bad. Oops. No, don't do that. Look at how bad we've drained this thing. Now, no, one of the things I did was I did build a pillar here to try and get an idea of how much we have drained. Normal lava level, I want to say, is at level 32. Am I right? Yeah, level 32. So if we were to go over there and chop this, let me turn my flying on, down to level 32, we could quickly and easily find out how many levels of lava we've actually drained. So this is level 35, 4, 3, 2. Turn my jumping on, back on. So it looks like we've drained at least 2 layers of lava in this entire area. And as you can see, it's draining even more. And we, I believe, are totally keeping up. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised at all if these engines are running. Are they not running? No. See, the energy cell keeps up really quickly. Oh, see there, that that engine pumped up. So the energy cell is acting as a really good buffer for these two pumps. So we've set this up really well. Alright. So let's get back to the overworld and we'll figure out where to go from here. Ah, there's a pig man in here. No, evil pig man. Oh my god. What are you doing? Cobblestone. Bah! Alright, let's go back to the overworld. Okay, so we're back in the overworld, down with our lava tanks, and as you can see, I've set up another tank on top of our first tank. It's been a while. I also went over to our jungle area and farmed up some flowers, etc. I needed some more orange dye, and as you can see, this tank is almost full. It's at, well, half full. It's at 7,200 buckets of lava, so needless to say, we're not going to run out of lava. So anyways, let's reconfigure our filler here again and put in some glass viewers and let's go. There we go, look at that. Up goes the tank. There's that last side. Here comes the ceiling. And now all we have to do is put in some valves and we'll be good to go. Just let me get this here. I did move our ender tanks from the valves on top of the first tank for obvious reasons because they can't be inside. So again, we will simply destroy these four corners, put some valves in. And we should be able to click on this, and yep, there's the second tank. Excellent. And then we're going to simply put some ender tanks on each of these. Oops. Really should turn my jumping off when I'm doing this kind of detailed work. Okay, and now all we have to do is click on each one of them in turn. And now our tanks will be filling up again. As you can see, the lava level in the ender tank is going down. That's pretty cool. You can also see that it is showing up in the second tank, but you will probably note that although it's going up, it's going down. And that is because although it's showing up there, it is actually filling the bottom tank first. So once the bottom tank is full up, then the second tank, the top tank will fill up, and then we'll have what? 32,000 buckets of lava. So that'll be pretty cool. So anyways, I think we've gone a little bit long. I think we're around the 36 mark. 36-minute mark, I should say. So for now, I hope you enjoyed watching this episode and learned something new. Please like, subscribe, and leave any comments or suggestions. This has been episode 19 of the Manufactory with Malacosa, and I'm signing out.